Oh my god. Oh. This is my life now. This is my life. I haven't eaten, I haven't drunk, I haven't slept since the playoff final. I'm still in my house. I'm not even in the office. I haven't got any Wrexham stuff behind me apart from my enforced uniform. And the Watford game just keeps going in my mind over and over again. I haven't even done my hair, look. This is my natural hair. You know, it takes hours to get it as slick as you see it in the episodes. But we got to get over this. We're going to get ourselves back together. We're going to do our end of season review. But mark my words, after the playoff disappointment, next year, we're going for promotion. What's going on, guys? My name is Adam, I am a Super Swan, and welcome to episode 43 of the FM21 Deadpool Diaries, a transfer special, and also an end of season review. And while we did have a disappointing end to last season, we will be pressing on to the new season. We'll be showing you new transfers, new signings, as we prepare for a promotion challenge. No more underdogs anymore. We're not just, we might get playoffs if we're lucky. No. Next season, we're going straight for automatic promotion. If you're excited about that prospect, drop a like on this video, subscribe to the Super Swan FM channel, where we'll be uploading Deadpool Diaries, a Wrexham story, every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. But the good news, was a record high for Wrexham last season. Our third place position is a new high for the club. And even if we compare to last season, we can tell where we need to strengthen. Because while we got a load of goals isn't the problem. We only conceded 5 goals less than we did when we finished 8th. So there's going to be the place we need to improve. But we're going to do the end of season review. We're going to see what we did well, what didn't go so well, and we'll review. So who are the new arrivals? Who was signing of the season? Rob Dickie was signing of the season, 7.0 average rating, centre-back from QPR. Ben Young and Harvey White did better, but they're loan signings, but they technically apparently don't count when it comes to end-of-season awards. But they're both back for next season. We've already secured Harvey White and Ben Young for next season. Geezer Jarvis as well, doing quite well. 14 goals for him. Someone we stole from Cardiff after they got relegated. So pretty good signings. The least, or the one that didn't do so well was Bobby Duncan. And yeah, he's like 4th choice at the moment, so it doesn't surprise me that he's not doing so well. Ben Knight, very hot and cold for him. So Rob Dickie wins signing of the season. How it unfolded, the board wanted playoffs, we achieved playoffs, and we fell just at the last hurdle in the playoff final. 10,000 average home attendance was filling 2/3 of the racecourse. Hopefully, now that we've, nearly got to the Premier League, we might get some more fans into the ground. And Jan Malakar was the top goal scorer. Biggest win was a 7-0 win over Lincoln City. A match to forget was the 5-2. Biggest win, match to remember, was the 5-2 win over Burnley. And Sivadursky's goal in the playoff final did win goal of the season. I'm not going to play it. It only happened in the last episode. But there's still not a way to play the goal. Football Manager, we've always had an option to view the goal. But apparently you don't want us to view the goal. But it was a stunning goal from Sivadursky. Reputation's the same, no new sponsorship deals. Malakar was the biggest shirt seller, with Idrissi, Jarvis, Soars and Bello getting the other high-selling shirts. Team of the season, Walton in goal, Bello, Dickey, Edmondson, Bogle, Walton in goal. That was our standard back four of the season. Stiller and Young in the middle, yeah, both very solid players. Idrissi, Soars and Predo. We miss Predo. Predo went to Newcastle halfway through the year. Our first wonder kid, we are going to miss him. And Malakar started up front. We had Manager of the Month for February. Well done me, I guess. But George Bello again wins Fans Player of the Season and Young Player of the Season. Rob Dickey was Signing of the Year. Sivadursky got Goal of the Season. Malakar got 24 goals. Soles with 16 assists. That's a brilliant record for him. Fair play. And then Malakar had the most player of the matches. Bello again for the second year running, having the highest average rating. And Callum Barlow with the most passes. We sold Predo for 19 million, our highest ever fee received. And Malakar got the fastest goal. How's our budget looking like? What have we got to work with? We've got 16 million. I like that. I mean, we did not really get the Predo money to spend, but I'll take £16 million. That's absolutely fine. What do the board want? They want playoffs again next season, but I want more than that. I want to go up automatically. So as always, I'm going to try and remove counter-attack football because I don't play counter-attack football. So can we take that off? Is Ryan Reynolds going to let me? No, he's not. But by the end of next season, they want us to gain automatic promotion. So it does look like the board are starting to get a bit more ambitious when it comes to these these 5-year plans. So they'll take playoffs next year, but they do want us to get into the Premier League in the next 2 or 3 seasons, which I think we can do, right? I honestly think we can do it. So we'll finalise that. We'll do the end of season team meeting. What are we going to tell them? We want to go up automatically. That's what I want to tell them. Let's have a look. I want to tell them we're going to get automatic promotion. We're going for automatic promotion. Oh, a few of them are dubious. A lot of them are dubious. I'm going to say I'm very confident in what we can do. Oh, they're not happy. They're not happy. They think I'm pushing the boat out a little bit too much. I'm not going to make any promises. See you for the start of pre-season. The players are not convinced by the fact that we want to go up automatically. But that's what we're going for, right? That's what we're going for. But, right, let's look at team report. So, before we go into the end, because we're going to fast forward to the sort of start of next season for transfers, let's have a look where we want to invest. So, let's look at the squad depth, right? So, we'll do it by 3-star. So, I want to take our future transfers out. I don't think the ins make much of a difference. So, Mark Jewell, he's going to America. We're going to forget about him. Walton, solid goalkeeper, right? I'm happy with Walton in goal. Can we make any improvements to our backup? Maybe. But I'm happy with Walton in goal, right? That's fine. Bello, solid left back. There are going to be teams interested in him. He's been getting bids all summer. So, well, before the summer. So I'm going to try and hold on to George Bello if I can. We will have to get a new backup because Cohen Bramall will be leaving the club in the summer. Centre-backs, now, defence was our big issue last year. I think we conceded way too many goals. So we are going to look to strengthen the defence in the summer. Harvey White's not even a centre-back, but Edmondson's probably going to be still first choice. But I think we can get better options than Keane Harris and Rob Dickey. So we're going to definitely invest, I think, in centre-backs in the coming summer. Right back, Bogle and Relish are absolutely fine. I'm happy with those two at right back. Bogle is a little bit of a sick note, but we've got our youngster Relish who can play there as well. We've also got Emmanuelson as the backup. I'm happy at right back, but centre-backs, I think we need 2 really good solid options at centre-back. Midfield, we've always been deep in the midfield. We've always been secure. So I'm not particularly looking at the midfield. Ben Young's coming back next season. Sivadursky's contract runs out at the end of this season. So I am going to try and bring him back in. Will it let me try and bring him back in now? No, it doesn't. Not for the moment. Have they extended? No, they haven't extended. So as soon as I'm able to, I'm going to offer Sivadursky a contract. Try keep him at the club. Attacking position. So I do think we need some options because Malakar, he's not really a left winger, right? We're going to train him to be there as an option, but Idrissi's very hot and cold, as is Ben Knight. Both wings, when they're on their game, they are on fire. But when they're not, it costs us. So maybe we're going to invest in some new wingers, both on the left and on the right. I'm happy with the strikers. Malakar and Jarvis are very good options up front, so I'm happy with the striker options. I'm also happy in the attacking midfield. So I think it's the wings we need more investment than anything. So as far as our sort of summer priorities, centre-backs, wingers, centre-backs and wingers, centre-backs and wingers. I think those are the options for us. So we're going to look for those options in the summer, see who we can bring in. So I'm going to fast forward to the start of next season, where I'm going to introduce you to the new signings of the club. So while it'll be like a minute for you, it's going to be like a few hours for me. So I'm going to get this summer underway. I'm going to introduce you to the new signings of Wrexham. We've arrived at the start of Season 6, the 2025-26 season, our third season in the Championship. And we have been very, very busy in our summer transfer window. We've still got deals going through, so we're still working on transfers. But as always, they do sometimes tack the earlier signings onto the end of last season's transfers. So we've got 4 players to show you that we're bringing into the club. More importantly, Sividursky did not come back. We tried to offer him a contract. Guess who he went to? He went to Watford. Screwed us over. So, but we did bring back all the loan signings. So Ben Knight, Ben Young, Harvey White, all back in the club for another season. So that's why Harvey White's got his loan tagged on the end here. So we've got our first signing to introduce you, Jan Bednarek. He's a centre-back, 3.5-star current ability, 3.5-star potential. They say he can play right back as well, but he's going to be primarily, that's not how you say that word, primarily a centre-back for us. So he's brought up the stars at centre-back. He's going to be one of our first choice centre-backs going into the season. He played at West Ham last season, so he does have a little bit of Premier... Well, actually, no, he plays at Southampton as well, so he's got a lot of Premier League experience as Bednarek, so he's going to be boistering up our centre-backs. We spent big on 2 players who've made up the majority of our transfers, to be honest. So our first big signing is £11 million Isaac Lehaji. He is a right winger, so we did strengthen the right-hand side. 3.5-star current ability, 4.5-star potential. He comes in from Lille. He's going to be fighting with Ben Knight on the right-hand side. He's got some very good stats. 23 years old, French under-21 international. He's got all the skills to do it. He's got some very favourable player traits. And again, he's got Ligue 1 experience. You know, he wasn't a first teamer for them, but, you know, we need all the help we can get. So he's going to be our new number 10. He's got big boots to fill, as Predo was the last number 10 we had at the club. So I'm very excited to see how Lehaji gets on the right-hand side. And then the other big signing we made was Jamie Lawrence from Bochum in Germany. He comes in as a 4-star centre-back and a 4.5-star potential. 22 years old, German under-21 international. Look at some of these stats. His physicals are insane. Good mentals, good fit technicals as well. He's going to be one of our best centre-backs at the club. So we have strengthened big in the areas that we wanted. We've got 2 new centre-backs. We've got a new right winger as well. So it's all looking good for Jamie Lawrence. I'm very excited to see how he gets on in the Championship. He was playing in the Bundesliga last season, or the second Bundesliga, last season. But he does have Bundesliga experience, a little bit. Played for Nuremberg for a little bit. Came through Bayern's youth system. So Jamie Lawrence is the man that's going to hopefully make a difference. So we're going to move on to this season. And first of all, I'm going to show you the outs, because there are some major outs that we've got rid of here. So Angelo Stiller is a player that we had to get rid of. We had a lot of centre midfielders at the club, and I had to make way, I had to try and make funds from somewhere. So Angelo Stiller does leave. He does go to Udinese, And he was an important player for us. When we first come into the Championship, he brought up the quality of the squad. So I'm sad to see him go. Angelo Stiller, a very important player to the development of Wrexham. So he went to Udinese for, £7 million? We let him go, that's fine. One of our youth players, Stephen Pritchard, Norwich put in a £10 million bid for him. He wasn't getting games for us. He was sitting around the 23s. He didn't have much potential either. I think he was only 3-star potential. But Norwich have paid big money for him, so I let him go. And then the only other outs were Mark Jewell, which we know about. Mark Jewell, he is now in America, playing for LAFC. He's a player that's been with us since the National League. So it's sad to see Mark Jewell go. So he's gone to America. And we've got a load of youngsters going out on loan as well. The big one being the likes of Kean Harris and Bobby Duncan. They weren't going to get games for us this season. So they've got on loan to Portsmouth and Vizela. The rest of the players, apart from the big one at the bottom, are kind of free players really. This one I made a mistake on, Janae Bartlett. So our scouts found him in South Africa, of all places. So I thought, we'll bring him in on a free. Didn't get a work permit. So we bought him, but we can't play him. And he was only 2.5 star anyway. So we've loaned him out back to Fortuna Dusseldorf. So we did make our mistake. So Bartlett does go out on loan. So we won't be seeing him. And if he never gets a work permit, we may never see him. Peter Thomas, he is a head of youth development signing. I've yet to put the marker on him, but he is a head of youth development signing. As is Danny Robinson. Both of those were either Deadpool or Rob McElhenney. We've brought in Michel Karbonik from Brighton. He's coming on loan, so he's kind of going to be the Sividerski player, because he can play left-back, centre midfielder, defensive midfield, very versatile. So he's probably going to get a lot of games for us just by filling in some of the slots that we need him. So whilst we couldn't get Sividerski back, we did bring in Karbonik to be that Sividerski type player. And then the final sign-in, we spent £10 million on him, Francois Juries. He comes in from Le Havre, and he's going to be a striker for the club. Amazing physical, 17, 16, 16, only 10 finishing, but I'm hoping that his physicals can kind of make up for his mentals. But I am going to train him to be a right inside forward as well. So I think he's going to be better suited playing as an inside forward as he would do being up front, because I'm probably still going to play the likes of Malakar and the other strikers we've got at the club up there. So that is the signings. That is the squad that we're going in for our season. If I show you the squad depth again, like I did last time, we are looking quite good. So Walton obviously keeps his place. Bello, White and Kabunski can play, or Kaubonik, sorry, can play at left back. We've brought up the quality of the centre-backs. Edmondston's still the number one centre-back, but Bednarek and Lawrence are going to be giving him some competition. Rob Dickey being the fourth choice there. Right-backs, Bogle, Relish, Karbonik can also play there. We've also got Emmanuel at the club as well. Centre-mids were looking very strong. We did lose Sividerski, but we got loads of good players. Young, Barlow, Saws, White, Relish. We've got two more players that can play there as well. Karbonik and Knight as well. So we've got loads of different options at centre midfield. On the left, we've got Malakar and Adrissi, both still going to play there. Juries may also play there as well. Attacking midfield, lots of options. On the right, we've got Lehaji and Knight. Juries, he's not probably going to play on the right-hand side, as he is right-footed. And then up front, Malakar, Giza Jarvis, and Juries as well. So we've got I think we've got more squad depth this year than we did last year. So what does all that mean in the Championship? So if we look at the season preview, we are second favourites. So that does show that we've got a very good squad compared to the other teams in this league. So I'm still sticking by the fact that we want to go for automatic promotion. We need to go for top two. We're not going to go playoffs this year. We're going straight for the top. I mean, we've got better squads than Leeds and West Brom, who got relegated from the Premier League last year. So that goes to show how good our team is now. We're not the plucky underdogs anymore. We're not getting used to the Championship. We're not, we'll sneak in playoffs if we're lucky. No. We're going straight for the top. We're going straight for the automatic promotion places. And we've got two real good tests in our first two games. Leeds United and Burnley are our first two games. Leeds coming down from the Premier League. Burnley 4 favourites. So those two first games are really going to test us and see how good our squad actually is compared to the likes of Leeds and Burnley, who have both been in the Premier League within the last few seasons. But there we go. There's the transfer window. I think we've done quite well. I think we've strengthened where we've wanted to. We've got players in positions now. We've got a bit more depth than we did last year. Let's get over the playoff final. It didn't happen. We're going to focus on the future. And third time's the charm as Wrexham are going all out for automatic promotion. But leave a like if you enjoyed, guys. Subscribe to the channel for more Football Manager 2021 content. We will be uploading Deadpool Diaries every Monday, Wednesday and Friday, 6 PM GMT. We kick off Season 3 in the Championship, Season 6 overall, as Wrexham are going all out for their journey to the Premier League. Thank you very much for watching.